Welcome to the Man of Recaps. This is Wonder Woman. And fortunately for everyone involved, I do not own a Wonder Woman onesie. The movie starts with Diana Prince, the beautiful museum curator person. She gets a special delivery from Bruce Wayne. That is the old photo of her he found in Batman vs. Superman, where she was fighting as Wonder Woman in World War I. This prompts her flashback origin story. Here we go. On the beautiful mythical island of whatever, the Amazons live, and they are awesome hot warrior women. Their backstory is that Zeus, and the Greek gods created man to be good, but Ares, the god of war, was jealous, so he made men fight each other and stuff. And Ares starts a big god civil war, and long story short, Zeus beats him but can't kill him, so he makes the Amazons on their secret island and gives them the weapon, the god killer sword, in case Ares ever comes back. So Princess Diana grows up to be the hottest Amazon ever, and also the best fighter. But one day a plane flies into their secret island, and she rescues the pilot and reenacts the Little Mermaid, and oh hey, turns out it's Captain Kirk. But the Germans are hunting him down. They break through the force field too, and the Amazons come to fight them off, but Germans have guns, so it doesn't go very well. They do manage to ride out on horseback and rout them for now. So they hook up Chris Pine to the lasso of truth, and he explains that he's an American spy undercover with the Germans. They've got this evil chemist lady who's created a new type of gas weapon that can break through gas masks, so he steals her notes and flies on out of there. Diana's like, oh, I bet this is Ares, the god of war, come back. She wants to go try to kill Ares and end the war, but her mom's like, yo, we don't mess with the world of men anymore. They're not worth saving. But she goes and finds a sexy jacuzzi time with Chris Pine, and she sees his dick, and she's like, you know what, men are definitely worth saving. She steals the sword, and they sail off on a boat. They make it to jolly old England, and he gives the chemist's notebook to the high command, and they're like, well, this gas would be terrible, but luckily we're signing an armistice. The war's over soon. Chris Pine's like, don't you believe that? They made this gas so they can use it on people, but English gentleman's like, no, our word is final, get out of here, so they have to go. But he's like, hey, we're gonna sneak over there to enemy lines and try to take out their gas factory ourselves. So they go down to the local pub to recruit their team, and English gentleman shows up. He's like, hey, I secretly approve of this mission, so go do it. Now German high command is meeting, and the one evil general is like, let me use the gas, but the rest of them are like, no, the war is over. So he has his chemist throw the gas in the room with them, takes them all out. So they make it down to the front, and Wonder Woman's like, hey, no trenches for me. I'm just gonna bust on out of here. I don't know if she's actually bulletproof, but she deflects things with her little wristbandies. She's also got a super shield, and her backstory here is kind of a lot like Captain America. Anyway, she kicks some major butt with her magic lasso, and she saved this random French town. That's where she took the picture that Batman sent her at the beginning, and that night she dances with Chris Pine, and then they get it on. The next day they go to the castle. Chris Pine goes back undercover. He has a surprisingly good German accent, and he flirts with the chemist lady to find out where the stuff is. But Diana finds a disguise of her own, and she's just gonna sword this commander because she thinks it's Ares, but Chris Pine stops her. He's like, you can't just sword people in the middle of the party, but then they're too late because boom, they've launched off the weapons on that French village they saved. All the deadly gas killed them all. So sad. So they go to the airbase where they're loading more of the gas on this big plane, and Wonder Woman is super pissed. She's gonna kill Ares now, but he does some super cocaine, and it makes him super strong, and he can fight toe-to-toe with Wonder Woman, but she's better. She kicks his butt and then stabs him. Boom! Ares dead, world saved, but they're still loading up the gas. She's like, why didn't the war end immediately? Chris Pine's like, yo, there's probably no such thing as Ares. Men are just, kind of bad sometimes. We started this war on our own. So he goes to stop the gas plane, but she finds the English gentleman. Oh snap, he's the real Ares. But when she goes to stab him, oh, the sword breaks. What, the god killer sword didn't work? He's like, that's right, Diana. You're the god killer. That's right, Zeus knocked up her mom. That's the sword he left on their island. But anyway, he's like, look, I'm not a bad guy. Men are evil. They've ruined this planet. I just want to help them kill each other, and then we can return it to paradise. And she's like, oh, but men can be good too. I won't do it. So boom, explosion. They're gonna fight. He puts on his much cooler God of War outfit, and they have a super god fight. But in the end, he wraps her up because the power of his mustache is just too strong. Now, Chris Pine managed to hijack the gas plane, and he's gonna blow it all up in the atmosphere so it doesn't hurt anyone. Kind of the opposite of Captain America. Anyway, boom, he sacrifices himself. That makes Wonder Woman super pissed, and she breaks out, goes full god mode. Ares is like, here, have some lightning bolt action, but boom, deflected with her wrist bracelets, and she's able to keep the lightning because she's Zeus's daughter, and boom, blast him with it, explodes through the chest. Anyway, the day is saved, and back in the present, she writes an email to Bruce Wayne being like, yeah, I'll join the Justice League, and then she jumps off the roof, apparently going nowhere, and that's how Wonder Woman comes to an end.